This is so beautiful out here today. Ooh. Yesterday I did so much. So today's a recovery day. I think it's going to be a good day. We're going to do some fun things today. Have you ever kept going even when your body was begging you to stop? I've done that more times than I can count, and eventually the crash comes. The pain flares up, the fatigue gets worse, and suddenly we're paying for days, sometimes weeks. So this time, I could see what was going to happen, and I stopped early. Not because I was lazy, because I wanted to stay well. And maybe you need permission to do that too. Consider it granted. We live in a world that praises hustle, but there's another kind of strength in knowing when to pause, saying, "This is enough. This is enough for today." That kind of wisdom can protect your health, your peace of mind, and your joy. So when I can tell that I've done too much, I've worked hard, I'm in danger of burning out or having a fibromyalgia flare, I stop and take what I call a refresh day, because they don't just prevent flares, they help me feel like me again. But I'll tell you what, even on a refresh day, as long as I feel well enough, I always start my day with my morning chores. They just clear out my mind, clear the canvas, and I feel like I can think. So I always make my bed, make sure the kitchen's kind of cleaned up. I sweep the floor and down the hall. Just taking care of myself, basically. Crumbs are gone, and I can see ahead. I decided I am going to try this recipe of easy apricot drop cookies. Now what's different about it is it wants a cup of peeled and chopped apricots. And you usually don't peel apricots, but a cup is not very much, particularly when you consider how many apricots I've got out there. Hello, ladies. I swear you're getting bigger every single day. Hello. Okay, let's get the apricots. Let's see. I put the pan over here. I don't want them too ripe. This seems about right here. That one's too ripe. Too ripe. That one's okay. For kicks, I'm going to try peeling the apricot. Something I've never done. I'll try it. Follow the recipe. Boy, it makes me wonder if I got enough. Maybe I need to go get some more. You see, they're really small. It's starting to get hot. But I've always liked baking because that's what I learned to do first. You know, sometimes my immediate response to things is, oh, I don't want to do that. That's too hard. I'll do it a different way, which is what I did with this recipe. Why am I fighting this? It's not a big deal to peel the apricots. So that's kind of a flaw in me I'm trying to overcome. Do you have any, maybe you won't want to admit it, any little things that you're trying to change about yourself? I'm just not ever ashamed to admit that I'm not perfect. And that's something that I've realized lately, that I very often push back on something. Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, let's see how much we have. 3. Oh, why didn't I pick a few more? Someone recently asked me if we've been having trouble with birds eating our fruit. I hadn't thought about it, but I realized, no, we're not. And we usually do because there are a lot of birds in this area. And the only thing that has changed are the chickens. We've got the chickens right in the middle of the trees. I guess the chickens are worrying the birds because they haven't come around and bothered our garden or our fruit trees. I think that's really funny that those chickens are worrying the birds enough that the birds are leaving our fruit tree and our gardens alone. When I make cookies and I haven't thought it through, I'm always happy to see that the butter is melted. I don't use parchment sheet. I use the silicone. So easy. Oh my goodness, look what's happened. Somebody's put these in the bottom of the dishwasher. And that's melted. 2 cups and 1 tablespoon of flour. Should put an apron on. Okay, this is the apron I made not too long ago. And 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, egg, sugar, and vanilla. The sugar, egg, and how much vanilla? A teaspoon, which to me is a lid. A little mixer, which I hope is charged. My grandmother's used it and she hasn't recharged it. Okay, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, well that was easy enough. I didn't need an extra. First, to stir the flour mixture in until almost combined. Now I'm going to fold that in. I am dying to know what this tastes like. Oh, it says to refrigerate for 20 minutes while the oven is preheating. Okay, the oven is already preheated. So what I'm going to do to burn time, I'm going to make the switch out with the puzzle. I carry this downstairs, which is scary. If you don't know, if you're new to the channel, in February, I fell down the stairs. I was carrying too much, wasn't paying attention, and my left foot dragged, caught on the carpet. I fell 6-8 feet, landed on the back of my head, and got a complicated mild traumatic brain injury, which I've been recovering from, and I'm doing much better things. So what I did is I held it over this way as much as I could so I could see the stairs, even though I couldn't see my feet. And I was saying step, step, step to make sure that I was picking up my left foot all the way. And I made it. Okay, so this is actually a pretty puzzle. I'm not enjoying it. I'm gonna take it apart and maybe try it another time, maybe donate it. But I was also working on it after I had that injury. And so just because everything's kind of dark, it's having a hard time seeing it. And I generally don't call that in a puzzle. Then I really like this puzzle to happen. This, and so it turns, and then it comes with 4 drawers. I have a whole bunch of these Muller ones. I did those. Got these 2 puzzles when we were on vacation. They're by Eric Dowdle. He's a Utah artist and he does scenery from around the state and some of church history. He's also a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They're made in the USA, and all of the details are really fun to work on. These are some of my favorite type. And I think I'm going to do this Bear Lake puzzle. It's only a 500, so it's going to go quickly. My family likes to participate when I do these kinds, and they're only 500. Although my husband will help me with 1,000. Oh, look, it's got a nice Ziploc bag, so you can put it back in there when you're finished. Oh, look at this. He's guaranteed something. No missing pieces. Oh my goodness. It is so annoying to finish a 1,000-piece puzzle and then you have 2 or 3 pieces missing. Then on the back he's told you all about Bear Lake and he's got the website. And look, even at the bottom of the box. Established 1990. I need to buy more of his puzzles. I can support this attitude. Sorting edges and colors and things. This is going to be fun. I didn't do nothing today. I just did it slowly. Sat on the swing, read my scriptures, made cookies with no rush. And it reminded me, these quiet days are medicine. Gentle movement, beauty, familiar rhythms. I needed that, and maybe you do too.
seems a little flat. I think what would have been good was a little bit of lemon. Hard enough, but maybe it'll taste a lot better when it's baked. But they don't taste bad, but they're just missing a little bit. A little lemon zest. I think the lemon zest. I forgot to put the sugar on it. What if this will kill them to do it now? So we're going to put sparkling sugar on the top. The recipe said to do it. I had some lemon zest. I put it on there. Ooh, okay, this is wild. I'm putting a tiny little bit of citric acid. I may be ruining them right now. We are going to find out if I just ruined them. But honestly, they're kind of flat tasting. Okay.
Sometimes we wait until we've hit a wall before we let ourselves rest. But what if we didn't wait? What if we gave ourselves permission to pause before everything hurts? It's not selfish, it's wise. This kind of day doesn't take us away from life, it helps us stay in it. And it reminds me that slowing down doesn't mean giving up. It means showing up, just gently. You don't have to earn your rest by pushing past your limits. Rest is not a reward. It's a need, like water, like air. Some of the most healing moments come not from crossing the finish line, but from stepping away when you still could have kept going. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. And it keeps me going tomorrow when I take a break. John Lubbock said something really smart. Rest is not idleness, and to lie sometimes on the grass under trees is by no means a waste of time. This day was not a waste of time. It gave me the ability to get up and go back to work the next day.
The citric acid on top definitely improved them. I may have put a little bit more, but I was too worried about that. They were flat before when I tasted them, and I can tell that without citric acid, they would have tasted flat. But interested to see if my family likes these. So I would have never guessed. All right.